Alicia's life is perfect. One evening, when her husband returns home from a late fashion shoot, Alicia shoots him 5 times in face and then never speaks another word. Her refusal to talk or give any kind of explanation turns domestic tragedy into something far gender which you won't believe. Alicia is a very famous painter and she's married to Gabriel, who is her husband and is an in demand fashion photographer. They are having a very good life and they make love every morning and it is going all well. One night, what happens when Gabriel returns to his house, Alicia shoots him 5 times on his face and he dies and he bleeds to death. What happened? And she has been silent since then. This book, which we are going to talk about in this episode today, is this one, The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. This book is something which has opened my eyes when I was reading it. It was very shocking to see and to read the story. This book actually is a crime thriller or full of suspense, full of thriller, full of mystery, but it actually turns out to be one of the best psycho thrillers I have ever read. Theo Faber is a criminal psychologist who is waiting who has waited a very long time to treat Alicia, and he treats Alicia and he discovers a lot of truths which are stated in this book, and this book is, that's why, called The Silent Patient, because the patient who has to be treated is silent since the time she shot her husband. As per the author, it was a very brutal murder which took place and it killed her husband. What had been? Why would someone do that? This is something which is there in the book prologue and in the book blurb itself. So when I was searching for this book, I had no intention to read this, but I had heard about this book when it was there in the national bestsellers list. It was there on top, and it was there on top. People were liking it. So one day when I was at an airport, I thought I had nothing. There was just a bookstore which was of my interest. So I went there and I thought, let's pick up a book. And then for some reason, The Silent Patient was kept there in new releases. I went and I saw the book blurb and it said, Alicia shot her husband 6 times, and that was something of a mystery in itself, and the blurb was so perfectly written that it drove me all the way to read this book, and I became very addicted since I started reading it. So I remember covering 70 pages itself when I was sitting there at the airport, and it took me around 2 to 3 days to finish this book. It is a fantastic read. It is divided into parts. It is divided into, there are a lot of insights which you would get to know about Alicia in this book. For making this video, I was doing a research on the author and I found out that his inspiration was Agatha Christie, and yes, it is a typical Agatha Christie novel, but there is psycho thriller in it, and I won't say the author has actually copied the whole plot, but it's more like an inspiration. It is definitely inspired by Agatha Christie, and we all know Agatha Christie is the queen of crime. I have read 3 or 4 books by her, and I think if you could see it, okay, it's somewhere on the top, it's somewhere that side. Agatha Christie is actually the queen of crime, and she has written so many novels where there are ultimate plot twists, and that's exactly what we see in The Silent Patient, and I think that is exactly why this book became a national bestseller, an international bestseller actually. I think it has sold more than 1 million copies worldwide, and if you want to read it, if you want to find out what happened to Alicia's husband and what happened to Alicia itself, why didn't she speak, you will find it in this book. And if you want to read it, you can definitely buy it. It's there in the description box below the link. There are a few loopholes, but I won't discuss that because that would be a spoiler. Maybe we'll make another video where I can spill some spoilers, where I can give out some spoilers, but not in this video. I will definitely try to make one very soon where I want to, expose the, to discuss about this book. I will have to give a few spoilers, which I will not do that in this video. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and this setup is going to go very soon. It's when I shift to my college, I'll make a separate video, of course. But this setup will go very soon, probably for 1 or 2 more videos, and then a new setup. Let's see. Thanks for watching the video, and if you loved it, do give a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Thanks.